Instagram of a makeup look that I'd done using the Makeup Revolution Flawless 2 palette. And I'd literally picked up this palette a couple of days before then, and this is what the palette looks like. I had so much positive feedback from the palette, with a few people asking me what shades I'd used, and I have to admit that I ventured completely out of my comfort zone. These are sort of the shades that I concentrated on, with a few transition shades. But I thought that I would review this palette for you and also do a tutorial of the same eye makeup look that I did last time. As you may know, I only own the Fortune Favours the Brave palette from Makeup Revolution, and I really like the look of that palette, and because I was so impressed with it, I thought I'd go out and buy a couple more. So I bought the Flawless palette, which I don't have to hand, and I also bought the Flawless 2. And if I'm completely honest with myself, I only really bought it for the last 2 rows, or columns, last 2 columns. It does have a lovely mix of mattes and shimmers. From all the shades that I have tried, they are very well pigmented, but I have to say that cranberry shade was the first one that caught my eye. It isn't the most pigmented, but I do use it with a bit of MAC Fix Plus, and that just brings out any shimmer, and it really makes it pop. I don't normally wear red eyeshadows. Normally I find that they kind of make me look a bit ill, so I tend to save them for Halloween. But I saw this, and I think the palette is normally £8 and it was on offer for £6. And so I just thought I have to buy it, even if it's just for these 4 shades. I need it in my life. I'm not going to lie and say that I'm going to use all of these shadows, because a lot of them do look really pale for my skin, but I like that there's a really good mix of neutral shadows, and I love this brown shade here. It's kind of got a aubergine plum undertone running through it, and it's just so beautiful. And I think that some of these gold shimmers and champagne-y shimmers would be really lovely for a daytime look, and so I love how this palette is so versatile. It does come with a little sleeve like the Fortune Favours the Brave palette did. I think that is really handy, but let's be honest, I'm just going to lose it anyway. I definitely think that Makeup Revolution are the Urban Decay of the drugstore. I'm just so impressed with the quality of these shadows, and I really want to add more to my collection, but I'm going to get right into it and show you how I created that look. So I'm going to start off by using my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and that's just to prime my eyelids. And just to set that in place, I'm using the shade Perfect. This is a matte shadow, and it's kind of yellow toned but almost neutral. And then I'm going in with Infinite and Entire in my crease. I'm starting off with Infinite, and I'm taking that all along the crease and above it. And although you can't really see it on my skin, it's just going to act as my first transition shade and help to blend out any other shadows a bit easier. Then I'm going in with Entire, which is slightly darker than that, and then running that over the first shadow and blending it upwards into it. The next shade I'm going in with is Impeccable. Now this isn't really a matte shadow, and it isn't something that I would normally put in the crease, but I love the shade of it. I feel like it all ties in with the cranberry colour, and it just adds a bit of warmth to my eyes. I'm then just going to take a clean blending brush and just blend it all out. Next I'm taking this shade Unconditional on a smaller blending brush. I'm just going to run this just over the crease like so. I'm not really trying to create a cut crease, I just want to create a bit more depth, so I'm just taking it on a smaller brush just to be a bit more precise with it. Don't worry about blending it all out at this stage, I just want to get the colour on my lids in somewhat of a similar way. And then again I'm just going to take this blending brush and just blend. I'm then going in with this shade Sound, and I'm just going to take it from the inner corners just about a third of the way across. And you just want to stay underneath the line of the crease, so where we place that brown shadow, and just sort of blend it all out. Next I'm going in with the shade Official, and I'm mostly just layering that over the top of the other shade. This shadow is so buttery, it's so pigmented. So I've just layered that shade over the top because I kind of want that coral to come through a little bit. I want to keep the eyes quite red toned, and I have ended up taking it about halfway across my lid, but that wasn't really the plan. I could just go over it. I just wanted to blend it out as much as possible. And then I'm going in with the star of the show. This is Expert. On the same brush, I've just flipped it over. I've really smushed my brush in there, and I've picked up quite a lot of shadow. And while it's on my brush, I'm just going to use some Fix Plus and just spritz the brush just a couple of times to really help intensify it, and I'm going straight into the centre of the lid. I've actually gone mostly over that copper shade just to give it a bit more of that 3D effect and really make this pop. And then once I've applied this cranberry shade, I'm just going to drag whatever's left on my brush outwards on both eyes. I just want to blend it out as well as possible. I'm just going to go back to the first brush that I used and just blend out the tops. And then finally I'm going into this dark brown shade again called Unconditional, and I'm taking a smaller blending brush. I'm literally just applying a blob in the corner of my eye, so kind of where your winged eyeliner would stop and meet the crease. So basically your outer V. And I'm going to run this, whatever's left, through the crease. And I'm just going to blend inwards. I actually like going in between eyes, so sort of doing a bit here and then moving back and forth. But some people like to do one eye at a time, so it really is just personal preference. I'm just going to go in with a clean blending brush this time and just blend it all out. I love the combination of this brown and this cranberry shade. They just work so well together. And I think it's because the brown's quite a red toned brown. I've just sort of dusted away any fallout. Luckily it wasn't too bad. I'm just going to top up with some concealer and just to sort of neaten this up, then do the underneath of the eyes and do my mascara. So I'm going into this shade Impeccable on a small sort of pencil blending brush if you like. And I'm just going to run this underneath the lower lash line. And then I'm going into this dark brown Unconditional on the same brush, just a tiny amount. I'm going to run this along the lower lash line, but kind of on the outside half. Next I'm going in with mascara and then with lashes. Navy lashes, I've just taken them out of the box, but these are the Volume Style 4 lashes. But I'm just going to finish off with some blush and some highlight. I love this Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer in the shade Rock On World, and I actually just use this as a blush. It's so pigmented, it's crazy. I used this all of last summer and it's just perfect for spring, summer. It's just so nice. And it really warms up your complexion. For highlight, I'm going to use MAC's Global Glow. We all like to glow, right? What I also like to do is just take some of this highlight and just use it on my brow bone. Brow bone and Cupid's bow. On my lips, I'm wearing Kat Von D Lolita, which is my new favourite nude liquid lipstick, but I think it goes really well with this look, and this is the finished look. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have been thinking about the Flawless 2 palette by Makeup Revolution, I honestly can't recommend it enough. This is what it looks like. It's perfect for all your transition shades that you will ever need. It's great for smoking out any other shadows, and you've got a few other pops of colour in there too. If you would like any more palette tutorials, I know that the Fortune Favours the Brave palette was a really popular video and I would love to bring you more reviews. So please do let me know whether you prefer reviews or tutorials. Do leave me a comment down below to let me know, because that would really help me out. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please hit that share button if you liked it. Give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's free to subscribe and it just means that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. But thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!